Good morning, grade 3, and a warm welcome to the English class. Well, children, today our learning objective will be adverb clause. That's in your textbook, page 115. Okay. Now, children, before we start adverb clause, please remember you will have this topic even next year, grade 4, grade 5, grade 6. So, it's an important topic. So, please pay attention. Now, first, before we begin, you need to know certain things before starting adverb clause. So first we have to, let's recall what are verbs. Yes, everyone is going to shout. Verbs are doing words or action words. Yes, could you give me example, children, of verbs? Yes, eat, sleep. Okay, it expresses an action. What does a verb do? It expresses an action. So verbs are known as doing or being words. Being words, auxiliary verbs. You remember, children? Have, has, am, are, did. So these are your helping verbs. So that is verbs. Right? So clear? Verbs. What was that? Verbs are also known as doing or being words. Okay. Now what are conjunctions? Yes, children, what are conjunctions? Yes, what's a conjunction, children? Come on, think of some examples, conjunctions. Conjunction is a connective word, joining words. Remember? Okay. Give me some example, children, of conjunctions. Yes. The most common one conjunction is, most of you will say, is and. And is a conjunction. Okay. Now children, today what we will do is we will focus only on three conjunctions, that is because, when, and if. Okay, so we'll focus on these three: because, when, and if. Yes. Okay, children, just tell me the sentence. Suppose if I give you a sentence: the boy kicked the ball, he scored a goal. The boy kicked the ball, he scored a goal. The boy kicked the ball. Okay, there's a full stop here. And then it is, he scored a goal. Now children, you have to add a conjunction. So what will it be? You will do away with this full stop and the sentence will be what? The boy kicked the ball and he scored a goal. Got it? See here, children, and. Okay. So conjunctions are also known as joining words or connectives. Now children, we can use a conjunction for phrase, or we can use for words. Words like bread and butter, socks and shoes. Okay, these are words and you can even use it for phrases. They are known as what? Joining words. Now children, why I am doing this verbs and conjunctions? The reason is, children, for adverb clause we require to know about conjunctions and verbs. And we also need to know of something very important. Children, I have written here, I have made notes. Just pay attention here. Okay. This is what you need to know is about the subject. You need to know about the subject. Please pay attention. Now, what is a subject? Children, what is a subject? Please pay attention. A subject is a thing or person the sentence is about. Now, the boy cleaned his football boots. Now, what's the subject over here? What does it says, children? It says it is about a thing or person. So, this sentence is about the boy. So, your subject is the boy. Okay. Now, your subject could even be a single noun. The subject of a sentence can be a single noun. For example, the camels. The camels carried our bags. So, which is your subject over here? The camels. Right? Now, your subject could even be a noun phrase. Example, a group of travelers. So, a group of travelers put up their tents. Right? It could even be, children, a pronoun. Now, what are pronouns? I, you, we, he, she, it, they. Remember pronouns? Okay. Now, we. Example, we. We took shelter from the storm. So, we. And your subject could even be a proper noun. Can you see this? It could be a proper noun. Robert Louis Stevenson. Robert Louis Stevenson wrote adventure stories. So, your proper noun is Robert Louis Stevenson. So, what is the subject, children? Subject is a thing or person the sentence is about. It could be what? It could be a single noun. It could be a noun phrase. Children, noun phrase we have done. Remember the Barney lesson. Okay, so I will not go back to noun phrase. You could open to the lesson Barney. That's, I think, Barney. Stick of the Dumb, Unit 7. Okay, you have it there, noun phrase. See here, noun phrase. So please read that. Okay, then you have the subject could be a pronoun. And then finally, your subject could be a proper noun. Right? So, well, children, please just go through this. I don't want you to get confused. Just go through this. Take a minute. You may pause the video and just go through this. What is the subject? Read it and understand it. Okay, so what's the subject, children? Subject could be a noun. It could be a noun phrase. Okay, and a pronoun. Can you see this? Right? And the subject could be a person or a thing, as I've said here. Right? And children, also remember the subject usually comes just before a verb. Usually. Okay? Usually means normally or generally. Now children, so we have done verb. Right? Then I explained conjunctions. Children, I don't want you to be confused with too many conjunctions. We'll just take 3. That is because, when and if. Okay? So we did verb. I just repeat again, children. Please don't be confused. We finished verbs. Then I did conjunction. And now this was subject. Now we have to learn one more thing. Not learn, we have to revise. We have done adverbs. So we'll just recall what are adverbs. Yes, anybody, children? What is an adverb? Adverb is, it modifies a verb. Right now, let us concentrate only about modifying a verb. Adverbs are words that give extra information about verbs. Adverbs say how, when or where something happens or is done. Okay? Children, you remember quickly, bravely, slowly, right? So, those were all adverbs. Now, it is how, when and where. How is what? He ran quickly. So, which is your adverb over here? Quickly. When? She arrived late. It's late. Okay, so that's your adverb. Where? The car stopped here. Where did it stop? Here. Okay, so these are your adverbs. Now, clear, children? We have finished with verbs. We have finished with conjunction. We have finished with subject and we have finished with adverbs. Now children, I want you to look at something very important, okay? Children, I have made it simple for you. I don't want you to get confused, okay? We are learning about adverb clause. What is our topic today? Learning topic, adverb clause. So we will just learn about clauses. Now children, don't get confused. Just be cool. You may think teachers taking so many things today, verbs, conjunctions, adverbs. Children, why I am doing this is because you need to know all this. Then only you will be confident to do or to identify an adverb clause. Okay. So now clause subordinate. Now what's the meaning of subordinate? A subordinate clause is of secondary importance to the main clause and is joined to the main clause by a conjunction. Okay. Children, please read it again and understand. Yes, read it again and understand, children. It is of secondary importance to the main clause and is joined to the main clause by a conjunction. Now, what is a main clause? Let's see. A main clause carries the core meaning of a sentence. Okay? An adverb clause is a type of subordinate clause. What we are going to learn today, adverb clause, it is a type of subordinate clause. Right? Children, please pause the video and read this. So children, did you read that? Okay. Okay, children, what is a clause? We have done this. What is a clause? A clause is a group of words that make sense together with a verb as its keyword. Okay, so what's a clause, children? A clause is a group of words that make sense together with a verb as its keywords. Let me just write it here. I will write and give it to you also, children. First, you understand what's a clause. Okay. It is what? A clause is a group of words, okay, that make sense together with a verb as its keyword. Please read this, children. I will write and give it to you also. A clause is a group of words that make sense together with a verb as its keyword. Okay. Then you have your subordinate clause. The subordinate clause is of secondary importance to the main clause and is joined together to the main clause by a conjunction. Adverb clause is a type of subordinate clause. Now, what's a main clause? A main clause carries the core meaning of a sentence, right? Now, children, I don't want to go into deep. There is multi-clause and there are other things also which you will learn later. Right for now, we need just the basic information. So, I have given you just the basic. Don't get confused. Okay, verbs, conjunction, adverbs. That is clear. Okay, these things are clear. Only the confusion is here with your clauses. Just read this and as you do the exercise, children, you will get it. Okay, you will build up confidence. So don't be afraid. Don't think what a topic is this. It's interesting, children, once you get doing it. Children, whatever I explained is everything over here. I just put it in simple words for you so that you understand. Adverb clause are subordinate clauses. Subordinate means less important. That's what I gave you in the notes. Okay. Now to make sentences more interesting, we can use adverb clause. Now what's an adverb clause? An adverb clause works just like an adverb. It tells us more about a verb. Children, that's the reason why I explained to you adverb and I explained to you verb. And I also explained to you subordinate clause and main clause. Okay. Now an adverb clause has a subject. Children, I explained to you what is the subject. Correct? Now it has a verb I explained, and it begins with conjunctions such as because, when and if. Children, right now we focus only on these three conjunctions, because, when and if. As I told you children, I don't want you to be confused. Okay. So we are just taking the basics. Otherwise there is a multitude of conjunctions. There are so many conjunctions. So just let's focus on this. And it answers the questions such as why and when. Now they have even told us what's a subject. A subject is a person or thing that is doing the action of the verb. Right? Okay. Now children, the example. The volcano erupted because the magma had found a crack in the earth's surface. So where is your adverb clause? Children, see they have given us in bold. Okay. So read this 1 to 3. Please read it children. And try to understand. Are you getting it? Okay. So children, now let me give you an example. Let me just close this. Okay, let me just close this. Let me erase this also. Okay, if I give you a sentence, I get up early. Okay. I want you to add an adverb clause beginning with because. I need another pen. Okay. I get up early. What am I asking you to do, children? I am asking you to add an adverb clause beginning with because. I get up early. What will you say? I get up early because. You read the three examples, no children? I get up early because I have what? I have my online classes. Okay? I have my online classes. I hope you get up early. Yes, I know all of you are there on time in class. Good class. Very good class. Okay. So now let's move to our textbook. Now children, try to identify this. Come on. Write down the adverb clause in each sentence. The first one. A volcano stops erupting if the lava blocks the opening. Now children, you have to write the adverb clause. What's written over here, children? The adverb clause should have a subject, it should have a verb, it begins with a conjunction, and it answers the question why and when. Children, recall all that what you have done. We have done verbs, we have done conjunction, we have done adverbs. What else we did? We did clause, and then we did main clause and subordinate clause. Okay? So, what will it be? Children, there's a clue here. If you see the conjunction here, if. Okay, as I said, we will concentrate, we'll focus on these three conjunctions, because, when, if. So what will it be over here? If the lava blocks the opening. If the lava blocks the opening, right? Okay, now children, read the second one. Magma flows out when it finds a crack in the earth's crust. Take time, children, pause. Yes, when, correct? When it finds a crack in the earth's crust. So the third one I am not doing. You can do that as homework. What about the B1, children? Copy and complete the sentence with adverb clause of your own. We went to see the volcano. We went to see the volcano. What will you add, children? What they have told us, because, when or if. You begin your adverb clause with because, when or if. We went to see the volcano. We can't use if. Can we use because? Yes, we went to see the volcano because why? Because it was erupting. So children, these two you can complete. Now what about this, children? Use these adverb clauses in sentences of your own. If I saw a volcano, I would have taken a photograph. Correct? So children, this will come. You have to begin. Okay? Use these adverb clause in sentence of your own. Children, don't get confused. We will begin this. So I would take a photograph if I saw a volcano. Okay? I would take a photograph then if I saw a volcano. Think of the second one, children. When a volcano erupts. It must be frightening. It must be frightening when a volcano erupts. Okay. So children, what did we do today? We learned adverb clause. Okay. Now to be thorough with adverb clause, you need to first revisit which topic you're going to revisit. Adverb, verbs, conjunctions and subject. And later you will do the clause, that is the main clause, and the subordinate clause. All this is written, children, which I will post it. You may write if you want to write, so that you can use it for further reference, because we are going to have adverb clause again in the other lessons also. Okay, and that would be your homework. So that's all, children. Happy learning.